Hey guys, it is Monday and I came out to check our ant piles to see if the solution worked, and I believe that it did. I'm gonna grab a stick here and poke the ant piles and look for any activity. I'll also show you a picture of this pot I'm about to film where the ants were kind of swarming around it, and then you can see it now. So here we are in one of our pots that we treated with the solution. And before, when I disturbed this, my stick's a little rotted here. Before, when I disturbed this soil, I would see a swarm of ants coming up. And now we've got nothing. Awesome. Here's one of our ant hills. So I'm just gonna poke that around. Got nothing going on there. Looks like they're dead. Got another one out here. I'm gonna check and see. Not seeing a lot of activity. It looks like there were a couple of maybe teeny tiny ants running around right here. I'm not sure where those guys are from, or if they're gonna grow back into big ants, but we'll keep checking this mound. Nothing like the swarm that it was normally when you kick a mound like this. So that's really good news. Now we can use the dirt from the pots to add to our raised bed and maybe one of our bags. I'd like to plant the tomatoes, I think, in the bags. I feel like my tomato cages will go really well down in the bags the size that they are. And then of course the spreading, like the squash and everything, needs space to spread out, so they'll go in the raised bed. But I'm excited that it worked, and so I'll be mixing up more later this week, maybe Saturday. I don't want to do it like right before it's gonna rain, because it'll dilute what you pour on the hill, on the ant hill. But I will get the potting soil out of these pots and put it in the raised bed so we can plant some of our seedlings in there. I might do that tomorrow. It is supposed to rain tonight, and so I'm gonna stay out of the rain. Anyway, see you next time. Hey everybody, getting a really late start today. It's almost 3 o'clock and I'm just now coming outside. I spent the morning rearranging our living room. It just got to that point where we're like, we need something different in our living room. And the way it is now, there's like so much more space. I love it. It's wonderful, but it'll really take it out of you moving couches and giant entertainment centers and that sort of thing. So had to take a little break, and I have a lot I want to need to do outside, as always. Number one, I need to mow. It's rained quite a bit this week. The grass has grown quite a bit. I want to plant my seedlings. I keep saying that every time. And I think we're about where we can. As you saw a little bit ago, the ants are gone, so I can use the dirt from those pots to plant some of my seedlings. I'd kind of like to get some more leaves, but you know, most of them have been broken down and rained down. We do have a wooded area behind us, but I don't want to go in there and rake up a bunch of leaves because I don't want to bring ticks into the yard, and I mean, it would probably be fine. But so I'm thinking I'll clean my gutters while also using those leaves in the garden. So we might do that. To mow, I do need to do a little push mowing in my garden area because the riding mower won't fit over there. But the push mower is in the garage behind a bunch of junk. I have slowly gotten rid of some of the junk in the garage, but it's still bad. So it's one of those things like, okay, I wanna clean out the gutter so I can get the leaves, but to clean out the gutter, I've got to get the mower to mow the grass by the gutter, and then I've got to get the ladder out, which is also covered by junk. you know, once I've got those things out and get going, I'll feel good about it. So anyway, let's see what we can do today and get going. Well, I thought I had my video going, but apparently I didn't. I got this area mowed, and I'm gonna try to clean out the gutters. Brought the ladder around. Just moving really slow today. Got some kind of sad news last night. Friend of ours, older gentleman we know from church, has been struggling with COVID-19 for a while now. I think over 30 days possibly. And it's just, he looked like he was getting better, and there was some good news a few days ago, and then it just took a turn for the worst. So having a little trouble motivating myself, just feeling sad for him and his family, and hoping that things don't play out the way they're looking. So thank you for allowing me to stop a minute and talk about that. But anyway, get that ladder around and grab those leaves. So I'm up on my ladder. Full disclosure, heights are not my forte. There's the garden. Won't be using my phone a whole lot unless I can kind of mount it, because I don't want to have like a miniature reenactment of the whole selfie phenomenon where someone falls off of something. Thankfully, I'm not next to a cliff. But I'm up here by the bird nest. I'm gonna take a look inside of it. And that's all that's left of the bird nest. Looks like they've graduated and gone on their way. And we'll take a look in those gutters. Got plenty of leaves in there to deal with. So yeah, I'll be putting the phone down, scraping some of those out. Fun times. We'll see how far I get, but at least I'll get some leaves. Okay, I think we got enough leaves to plant a couple of tomato plants, and I can use I have a sprayer that kind of hooks downward to clean out the rest of the gutters. So back in a house I used to live in, I actually put some wire mesh stuff over the top of the gutters so I didn't ever have to really clean them, and I've been meaning to do that here, but maybe that'll be a project for this fall when temperatures are getting cooler. Here's anyway, the wonderful organic matter extracted from the gutter. Put a little bit of that in a few of our fabric pots before we add the potting soil, and I'd like to plant my tomato plants and then maybe my cabbage today. So we'll look at that. Here are my plants. You can see it rained pretty hard, and they're gathering a little bit of water. That'll be gone soon enough. I was worried about them last night because it got down to about 40 degrees. Thankfully, they look okay. I don't think it hurt them too much. Here are my tomato plants. I have 2 really good singles, and then this one right here has 3 little ones trying to grow out of it. So I'll probably pick off the smallest one and try to save the healthiest one. But we're gonna plant these in our So now I'm going to try to plant this section of the garden. I'm going to roll the black plastic back, go get my other bucket full of dirt and put in here. I want to try to plant some squash, which I don't know if it's going to make it. I have 1 squash left surviving in the little seedlings. So we'll see how it goes, but I definitely want to plant my cabbage and try to save that. So we'll see. I don't know, doesn't look good, but we'll see if they survive. Well, I'm gonna finish out my day with a little mowing. I've been trying to leave some wildflowers growing here and there for the pollinators, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut down the side of the yard I had over here for that, but I'm gonna leave little spots of clover here and there. So hopefully that'll really support some of the bees and other insects that help pollinate things. So we had some good work today. I'm gonna mow a little bit before I totally wrap up, but moral of the story is, even when days are rough or you're tired and you've done other things, It helps to come out, even if it's just for a little bit, to do a little bit at a time. So we're making progress. I just finished mowing the front and backyard, and that pretty much wraps up the day. It cooled off a lot, which is good. I went in and took a long break before I mowed, and feels nice in a long sleeve shirt right now. So I'm gonna close our garage door. See you next time.